It's day 6 of the Moroccan Rally on the 5th of June. I think that's what it is. And we're just setting off from Mezouga, the gateway to the Sahara. It's about 8:20 in the morning. There's a bit of a sandstorm that's kicking up. We've got around 20 to 25 miles of road driving before we hit the off-road route. You can see rather windy and sand in the sky. Temperature about 29 degrees. It's expected to get warmer later. And yeah, we're just setting off. Alex is starting the morning shift today. This was our rest stop in Mezouga, ahead of our Sahara run. Yeah, wow, you can see the sandstorm much more clearly as we drive out. With the sandstorm, definitely not getting any better. Some sand dunes to our left. Comes and goes. Isn't so bad now. So we made a slight error. We somehow forgot to refuel when we left Mezouga, although we did have a full spare tank, but not quite enough to get us to the next place. So we returned back to Mezouga and we decided to use it as an opportunity to fit our additional fan, because it is running quite hot out there. We've already removed the bolts. Alex is just putting that back on now.
I was trying not to burn myself.
Yes, it is running quite hot still.
Change the heat.
And we might use some gaffer tape to seal up a few areas, potentially just with all the sand we're undecided.
That's a good idea. Around this joint. I don't think much gets past it, but the sand is very fine. So it can, I was thinking there, and that's probably it, to be honest.
Yep, and then we'll be back on the road again. It's just coming up to about 10 AM, so it's still relatively early.
just before the desert crossing, soundproof the car. Soundproof and heatproof. So be if you're a fan, we've got the electric fan already, got the 5-blade fan, and Adam's been doing a bit of soundproofing for the air intake. It seals, but not that great, so that's going to help a little.
The off-road trail to Mohammed has started around about 35 miles out from Bazooga. Lots of corrugations. Quite tough on the car. We're hoping the off-road terrain will ease up slightly, less corrugations. Temperature outside is now over 33 degrees, 40 degrees inside the car. And as you can see, we're bouncing around quite a bit.
One on the right's more main, right?
Yeah, it looks like that. We can see a few routes coming up. Two to the left, and a couple to the right. The one on the far right looks pretty good.
They all have to go between that structure and the bridge, so they're going to end up in the same place again.
Yeah. All the routes around here tend to end up in the same place. Driving through a village in the desert on the way to Hamid, still quite far away.
Guess it's not on the map, no?
Nope, not on the map. Tiny little place. We've got ourselves in a bit of a maze, but I think we've got a way out. We're looking for an exit to the right, so that we've got the right bearing. Our faithful compass is guiding us.
Oh yes. Come through here. And a right.
A lot's been going on. We drifted slightly away from our intended course and ended up somewhere south over there, beyond the mountain ranges. They're not very clear because of the sand. And in a military controlled zone. We were about probably 1 or 2 miles away from the border with Algeria. The military spotted us and very, very friendly, very helpful, and told us we were off track, had drifted a little bit. We told them where we were trying to get to. They checked our details, and then after sort of 15-20 minutes there, they escorted us out of the controlled zone and back towards the village and the track that we needed. So that was good, and we stopped for a drink there. We're now going slightly too far north, we feel, but we've got a fueling problem. Well, we lost power, shall I say, and we're just fixing it up.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's a brass inlet brass inlet that comes out of here. It's meant to be fixed to the carburetor, but somehow it's come out. the heat from contracting, and who knows, but it's popped off. So I'm just hoping that by pushing it in and tapping it in a bit further, that it will hold. We'll see.
Yep.
If not, then we'll have to find a more permanent solution.
Yep. Meanwhile, we're quite a bit off course, and we're heading north on this route, but we should be heading west. So we're going to probably head down here a little bit further. And if it doesn't take a western bearing, we may have to backtrack. Again, we backtracked a few times today until we find the right route. In the distance, there are some camels. Warm at the moment. It used to be about 42 degrees earlier. Might be a bit warmer than that now. Camels on the way. Sorry, camels. Yeah, didn't like us going past. We've got to try and avoid them. We're in the middle of the path, which we're rejoining. We've been trying to navigate our way through to the west. It's been quite challenging. We've been driving for miles, didn't see a single car, and all the routes are pretty sandy. We're back in Ramla. We refueled out of some bottles. No choice, it's the only fuel available. And this guy on the bike is helping us get across what would be the riverbed area, which is quite challenging. It's about 6 miles long. Once we get past that, it should ease up a little bit, and we'll continue on. So we're very grateful to have him guide us through this initial part. We're in Tafrut. It's just after 6 p.m. We're heading towards Zagora. We're quite far away from Zagora, probably about 130 or 140 kilometers away. We've had some fueling issues. We haven't fully got to the bottom of whether it's pick up on one of our fuel tanks or fuel quality or a bit of both. We're on our other tank at the moment, which is running fine, but we're uncertain whether it has enough fuel to get us all the way to Zagora. Let's see. The temperature is starting to come down slightly. It's, well, 39 degrees outside, slightly cooler than earlier, and the sun is just descending a little bit. Yep, just driving through Tafrut. We're driving towards Zagora. We're still, go straight, we're still about 45 miles out of Zagora. Well, we've got about another 12 miles of off-road, and then we're going to hit a tarmac road. But it's a race against time at the moment, because the sun's already set, and we want to try and get to the tarmac before we're out of daylight. So there's still a little bit of light, but not much. Maybe another 15 minutes or so, maybe 20 minutes. Let's see. And it's quite an intense night drive at the moment. Alex is concentrating, focused, avoiding any drop-offs, major bumps that we slow down for. We're doing about 25 miles an hour on average, occasionally a little bit more. We're still suffering some fuel issues, so we can't actually go much faster anyway, not that we could on this terrain. New things have rocked themselves loose as we bounce up and down over the off-road trail, steering to the right. But yeah, we're making good progress after a pretty challenging start to the day. And yeah, we're just focused to get to the tarmac road. The sun is set, it's pretty dark now. There are extra lights on. We believe we're just about to join the road. Oh yes, let's have a look.
That was quite.
Yep, there we are.
That was quite something.
There's the road, and I think there's a village in the distance. Can't quite see it from here. It looks like a communications tower in front of us.
I'm just going to reverse a bit and just stop for 30 seconds.
Yeah, we're going to stop for a breather, but we've made it to the road. We made it to Zagora just after 10 o'clock at night. Well, it was around 10 o'clock. And we stopped at Ali Nasser's place. He's having a look at our car at the moment. We're probably going to either camp or find somewhere to stay for the night in Zagora, maybe an auberge. We haven't eaten since breakfast, so we'll find something to eat. We're just doing an initial inspection, and then we'll probably come back tomorrow at 9 to get some repairs done on our fuel issue and a few other bits and pieces. We've lost our speedometer. Yeah, we've got a few other issues. But we're glad to have made it to Zagora. Coming up to 11 o'clock in the morning on Thursday the 6th of June, day 7 of the Moroccan Rally. We're stopped at Ali Nasser's workshop. He's cleaned up our fuel lines, carb, air filter. That should hopefully sort us out in terms of the fueling issues that we've been having. And he's been just generally having an inspection of the car. And our leads are snapped. Or a number of leads are snapped. So, things are being done there. So, yeah, major repairs on red at the moment. And then after that, we'll be on our way, heading down, most likely towards Tag Unit and the off-road route from there. There's Alex lurking around. Yeah, so it's a really important stop for us. Just to be prepared, because we've got quite a bit of off-road ahead of us. That's a replacement filter that we put on there. We've also reseated the spare that we have on the top, spare tire rather. That's come loose from all the off-road yesterday. So yeah, we've probably got a few more hours ahead of us here, so it'll be probably some progress, but not too much. But as long as we get into the off-road section, and then we'll camp somewhere in the desert overnight. Heading from Zagora to Tag Unit. It's 6:15 and we've arrived in Tag Unit. We've just refueled, we've got 2 full tanks of petrol and we're about to hit the off-road trail. It's been quite an intense day of just spending time in the garage. We were there for 8 hours?
Yeah, intense day of nothing.
Yeah, we're just hanging around.
Which is more intense.
We had a nice takeaway of tagine and salad, but other than that, fuel lines were being cleared, air filter being checked, work on the rear suspension, work on the front bushes, minor repairs here and there. So yeah, it's been
filter cleans, check oils, bush changes,
service basically. But here we are, Tag Unit, and just about to start the off-road route to Fumsquid. So yeah, we're gonna look for a place to camp quite soon. Local rubbish dump.
see, we are driving on the surface of the moon. This is about our top speed, 10 miles an hour. We can go faster, but it just feels too harsh in the car, so we're just trying to be a bit mechanically sympathetic. You see, you get these sharp ridges. You get away with it, 20, 30 miles an hour for a bit, but then all you need to do is hit one harsh rock and it's game over. So this is a slog, but it's just what has to be done.
We've stopped to camp for the night. It's around 8:15, maybe just after the sunset's around 8:20. We've just put up the tent. Alex is just hammering in the last of the tent pegs on this moon-like rock-solid surface. It's almost impossible to get 10 pegs in. We'll start cooking up some food shortly. The sun's just set. We had a great view of the sun setting just behind the mountain range over there. We made some good progress today after all the repair works in Zagora. Alex looks happy with that. We've got it all in place. Time for some food. An early night, and as the sun rises tomorrow, we'll continue on towards Foom Squid. Very much looking forward to this night of camping.
We're heading indirectly towards Foom Squid. We're looking out for somewhere to camp. This is pretty good. The road is a bit further over that way, only a few hundred yards. But, it's relatively level, not too rocky. Managed to get some 10 pegs in. That's fine. Adam's just cooking something up. I think it's, I can't remember what he said actually. Something quick and easy. We have got some instant noodles. Some other instant noodles. Are you having two each?
Yeah, a collection of instant noodles.
Okay.
Like maybe some sweet corn.
Oh, definitely some sweet corn.
Definitely some sweet corn in the instant noodles.
Yeah, yeah. Nice. And our trusty camping stove.
Yep.
It's been with us for all the trips, I think.
Yep.
Or did we burn one out? Or is this the burnt out one? No, that is the burnt out one.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's still going.
At least 14, maybe 17 years.
Yeah.
It was with us in 2009, so that would be 15 years. It might have been with us in 2007.
Yeah. So that's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah.
You don't need a whole ton of camping gear. Plastic box, and a cheap stove, and a view.
What's that on the Land Rover? I see like a spade there. It's a story.
I don't know. It must have just appeared there somehow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's gloss over that.
Yeah.
Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give